Good Shabbos. Good Shabbos.
Yeah, do you know who the Devons are?
I haven't seen them.
You might recognize them. Well, they have a 13-year-old.
That's true. I guess that might be the only one.
And one in 5th grade and one in preschool.
Okay.
So,
Probably. I mean, I'm sure I'll recognize them. They went back and forth in your office, kind of thing. So.
that may be what's delaying. When you have preschoolers,
Yeah,
sometimes time is just kind of out of.
That's
out of
right.
context.
That's what I hear. That's right. Children will do that.
We're using the book, believe it or not. Yeah.
We are booking it.
We're back to the book. Yeah. There they are.
Oh, yep. There we are. Perfect.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, la 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 How good it is,
How good it is.
how sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. How good it is,
How good it is.
how sweet it is.
How sweet it
To
is.
be together on this day.
Welcome, everyone. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It's so good to see all of your faces here, especially on this gorgeous Shabbos evening. It feels awesome outside, and it's still good to be inside. We got the air conditioning, so we are all good. I invite everyone to pay attention to our exits, just as a good practice to have. We got one over here, we got them over there, and if you see something, please say something. It keeps us all safe. On this Shabbos, on this special time, we'd like to take an opportunity to say hello to our neighbors. So take a moment, wish the person next to you a Shabbat Shalom, and then we'll get started with our service. Cool. Thanks. On this Shabbat, September 2nd, we have our temple offerings are in memory of Karen Storch, Jacqueline Jackie Dolman, Harriet Marcus, Paul Sanders, Bernard Gelber, David Sandel, Francine Rosen. Also for the art sites of Monroe Buddy Weiss, Ira Carton, Louis Mandel, Doris Kaplan, Lester Porter, Samuel Mautner, Abel Cantor, Gertrude Nachemson, Stacy Robin Shapiro, Isidore Glasser, Ruth Steloff, Michael Modell, Thelma Bass, Larry Lindenbaum, and Janet Bachman. Also in honor of the bat mitzvah of Caitlin DePalma. And now I'd like to invite up Jane to do our announcements for this evening.
Thank you.
You got it.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
If I can open this, that would be nice. Okay. The high holidays are approaching quickly, with Rosh Hashanah beginning on September 25th. Information about all the upcoming holidays was mailed to everyone, and you should have received a beautiful postcard in the mail, which has the dates and times for all services. If you did not receive it, please contact somebody in the office. Sisterhood is currently having a honey sale. You can purchase either an 8-ounce jar, a 1-pound jar, or a set with a honey pot and a server. Be sure to get your orders in early, as they will be selling out. I'm very excited to let you know that we will be celebrating the installation of Rabbi Jonathan Falco, our assistant rabbi, on Friday, November 4th. On Saturday, November 5th, there will be a Lunch and Learn program with our visiting scholar, Rabbi Jan Katsu. Please save the date. Open Door is in need of drivers to pick up food from local businesses. If you are interested in helping, please call 732-780-1089 or go to the website info@faopendoor.org. Temple Shariamith is proud of our college-age youth program. This program interacts with youth between the ages of 18 to 21 to keep them connected to their Judaism and to let them know that Temple Shariamith is thinking of them. Please visit our website to sign up for this amazing program. Don't forget that Torah study takes place on Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock and on Wednesday mornings at 11 o'clock. Saturday morning minyan is at 10. It's wonderful to be here with everyone tonight, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Jane.
We also want to let you know there are books and activities in the back for children, and the service will be live streamed in room 2 for anyone who feels like they need to leave the sanctuary.
Cool. And as Jane said, my name is Rabbi Jonathan Falco, and I'm joined here with
I'm Cantor Wally Shackelbriskin.
Cantor Wally, and we are honored to lead our worship on this evening. It's now my honor to invite up Jennifer and Jeff DePalma to do our candle lighting and Kiddush.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindled light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed is the eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us through mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who finding favor with us, sanctified us with mitzvot. In love and favor, you made the holy Shabbat our heritage as a reminder of the work of creation. As first among our sacred days, it recalls the exodus from Egypt. You chose us and set us apart from the peoples. In love and favor, you have given us your holy Shabbat as an inheritance. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho be'ava uvrason hinchilanu, zikaron lemase v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher litziar mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uv'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Thank you, guys. Good Shabbos. Together we turn to page 127. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain.
On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted.
On
Together.
Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others.
On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty,
in a
and
better
better world our goal.
So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace.
We turn to the words of Shalom Aleichem. You can find them on page 142 in the books that are under your seats or on the screen in front of you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Hasharet Malachi Elyon, Melech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Hasharet Malachi Elyon, Melech Malachi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom malachei HaShalom malachei Elyon. Melech malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom malachei HaShalom malachei Elyon. Melech malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Seitchem l'shalom malachei HaShalom malachei Elyon. Melech malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. We turn to page 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alamad yivrach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon ufayedech kol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala ba'agala uvizaman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'alam u'la'almei alamaya Yitbarach Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach Ve'yitpa'ar Ve'yitromam Ve'yitnaseh Ve'yithadar Ve'yidaleh Ve'yithalal Shemei Rekudsha
Barichu.
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'lechemata da'amiran me'alma v'meru. Amen. If you're able, please rise for our call to worship. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer?
Continue on the bottom of page 150. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
We continue responsively at the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai,
There is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, Time and again, we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום. Hamideinu Shomerei Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Open my lips to good words, to pure words. Open my heart to love. Open my heart to love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chazdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer, U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech nofalim v'rofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umchayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kedoshim b'chol yom yihalalucha selach, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Open my heart to love. Please be seated.
We continue at the top of page 177, reading together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustain us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. ata Adonai Hamavarech et Amo Yisrael Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam 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 Tasim le'olam Tasim le'olam. We pause for a moment of silent prayer. It happened about 25 years ago. It happened that one of our young friends became bat mitzvah. This was before I was really a cantor. I think I was a baby cantor, like still a little wet behind the ears. And being close friends with the family and having seen this person grow from a little girl into a bat mitzvah was just such a lovely thing that I was inspired to write a melody to these words that come from this week's Torah portion, all those 25 years ago. May your face reveal the wonder of each day of endless youth. May your actions reflect your values. May you always seek the truth. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. May you always seek justice. May you always speak peace. May your dreams become reality, and your joy increase. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdo. May God bless you with the gift of life. May there be good in all you see. May you always be a blessing and be all that you can be.
Our minds now turn to those who are in need of healing. We pray for a refuat hanefesh, a refuat haguf, a healing of soul and of body for those who are ailing. As a community, we're praying for Daniel and Mindy Minerva, Stephen Rice, Jordan Silverman, Brian Roche, Ron Klug, Arlene Schwartz, Harriet Domro, Kate Ratner, Ron Labovitz, Alyssa Foreman, Lynn Norat, Mort Cohen, Mel Crystal, Joel Borshoff, Brian Lynn, Len Weinberg, Skylar Herman, Sid Schulman, Gail Schesser, Jordan Horowitz, Jack Block, Grayson Shukovsky, Spencer Gray Rothstein, Brody Scher, Vera Schwartz, Samuel Finkelstein, Alexander and Eugenia Litovskaya, Rachel Orenstein, Alan Jacobs, Debbie Pincus, Karen Martinez and John Allen, Joyce Welkes, Sandy Tankus, Melissa Torres, Richard Bowden, Jared Noratsky, Beam Ori, and Howard Shane, as well as those afflicted with COVID-19. If you're thinking of anyone who could use a refuah shlema, a complete healing of mind or body or of spirit, I invite you to share their name out loud at this time. We take all those names said out loud and wrap them with the ones said in our hearts as we recite Mishaberach Lacholim, our prayer for healing. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. This verse, which appears in our Torah portion this week, Shoftim, is arguably among the most famous of expressions found throughout the Torah. Our Torah, a word that itself translates to instruction or teaching, is highly concerned with justice. To put it another way, our divine instruction directs us to pursue justice. In fact, the theme of justice permeates throughout the entire Jewish tradition. God commands the Israelites to use just weights and honest measures in their business dealings, as well as to decide justly in disputes between any persons, Israelites or strangers. Later, in Nevi'im, the book of the prophets emphasize this idea of justice to apply to all matters of society, both social and political. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream, proclaims the prophet Amos in God's name. Isaiah speaks similarly, albeit more directly. Seek justice, relieve the oppressed. Even the psalmist takes this idea and runs with it, first by asking, who is worthy to dwell in God's sanctuary? And then answering, those who live without blame, act justly, acknowledge the truth, Do not slander others, harm others, hold grudges against their neighbors. Now, the rabbis of the Talmud try to make practical sense out of such directives, like the one to appoint honest judges who rule impartially. Rabban Gamliel, who presided over the rabbinic court in the middle of the 1st century CE, specifically warns the people not to ridicule or scorn the doing of justice, for it is one of the foundations of the world. For the world is balanced on 3 things: justice, truth, and peace. These lessons are, of course, timeless, and given the divided state of our country today, they are particularly timely. When a person grows in life and starts to ask him or herself how to interpret the world in which they live and experience, it's hard not to come to the conclusion that things should be fair. I remember when I became interested in public affairs and started watching the news, that I asked myself that very question: who and what am I to believe when every story has 2 sides and the truth? Choose the truth. But that's much easier said than done. Truth is a neatly packaged word for a messy reality. The ways in which we speak about truth betrays its nature. We get to the truth. We find truth. It is something to be discovered, which in turn requires pursuit. The age-old discourse surrounding the Torah's repetition of the word tzedek, 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 tirdof, helps shine a light on this matter. Some interpret the repetition as a way to emphasize the pursuit of justice as a means of societal comedy rooted in the survival of the very community. But how do we get there? Our tradition teaches us that there are 2 forms of justice, one for each utterance of tzedek. The first tzedek relates to acting in a righteous manner. The second has a more realistic dimension. That is, just compromise. If each side considers itself to be just, as is often the case, then immaterial to the opinion of the other side, there must be a fair way to meet in the middle. Pursuing justice is a critical component of our Jewish tradition, but clearly we don't live in a vacuum. And so, may we go forth on this Shabbat with both forms of tzedek in mind, being moderate and deliberate and careful in judgment, for as our sages remind us, where justice is done, peace and truth prevail. Shabbat Shalom. We rise for Aleinu on page 586.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, v'ateit g'dula l'yotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu Korim u'mishtachavim u'modim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'nemar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Bayom ha'hu Bayom ha'hu Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. Please be seated.
Our minds now turn to those who are no longer with us. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. On this Shabbat, we remember the over 1,069,000 Americans who have succumbed to COVID, totaling over 6,492,000 in the world. We also remember those during the period of Shiva, that is Paul Sanders, brother of Alyssa Salter and Jason Sanders, son of Karen Sanders, brother-in-law to Josh Salter and Rebecca Sanders, uncle of Ben and Avery Salter, husband of Shauna Miller and father of Cameron Sanders. Also Harriet Marcus, mother of Rosalind Marcus Blufarb, Lee Miller, and Matthew Marcus, mother-in-law to Aaron Blufarb and Kevin Mayer, grandmother of Hayden, Ryan, Ariel, Spencer, and Molly. Also Bernard Gelber, father of Jerry Kaplan and Susan Blecker, father-in-law to Michael Kaplan and Richard Blecker, husband of Zalma Gelber, grandfather of Jared, Donna, Chad, Mia, and Adam, and a great-grandfather of 9, as well as Francine Rosen, mother of Stacy Menzorio, David Rosen, and Lisa Buchan, mother-in-law of Anthony Menzorio and Bill Buchan, wife of Stephen Rosen, Zichrono Livracha, and the grandmother of Michael, Danielle, William, and Brandon. We are also remembering those during the period of Shiloshim: Karen Storch, Howard Waldman, Jackie Dolman, David Tolchin, Bill Kanzer, Forrest McVicker, and Leon Umansky. As we recite the names for our yahrzeit list this Shabbat, if you hear someone for whom you'd like to say Kaddish or who you're remembering, we invite you to rise as you hear their name read. Afterward, together we'll rise as a community to recite the mourner's Kaddish. We're remembering Jerry Aptaker, Dr. Bernard Aronson, Thelma Bass, Janet Bachman, Stella Burke, Jacob Bookfor, David Coben, Michael Aaron Cohen, John Dessy, David Epstein, Diana Fireman, Sarah Fisher, Freda Garber, Lee Gates, Isidore Glasser, Regina Fuchs Gleisner, Esther Haas, Alex Hames, Charles Hamowitz, Gertrude Heimlich, Gela Janower, Milton Caddis, Doris Kaplan, Ida Karp, Jesse Karpf, Ira Barry Carton, Harold Clemens, Geraldine Cohn, Evelyn Ruth Konigsberg, Fred Kornfeld.
Irene Lazarus, Mo Levine, Arnold LeWitt, Larry Lindenbaum, Mary Ann Luco, Louis Mandel, Samuel Maudner, Nancy Milbrod, Michael Modell, Marion Moffett, Samuel Moskowitz, Gertrude Nachemson, Benjamin Pelsman, Lester Porter, Seymour Ringel, Rose Rosenberg, Rachel Rosner, Stanley Schwartz, Stacy Robin Shapiro, Charles Schulman, Ruth Steloff, Beatrice Stillman, Jacqueline Yetta Strauss, Barry Tao, Susan Vasquez, Baruch Wiesel, Karen Weiss, Monroe Buddy Weiss, Charles Weiss, Jacob Ziff. And each week we name individually 6 who perished in the Shoah, the Holocaust. Yuri Deutsch, Boria Frankovich, Julius Kahn, Sofa Tenenbaum, Mahlia Medved, Tanchum Axelrod.
If there's anyone whose name you'd like to add to this list, I invite you to share their name at this time out loud. We take all of those names said out loud and wrap them with the ones said in our hearts as we rise from Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah be'alma dibarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach le'alam ul'olmei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom mimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Please be seated.
Do we have any good news? Good news to share on this Shabbos? Please, yes.
You want to go out and...
Yeah, is there, oh, we got the microphone. Here we go.
1,
Excellent.
2.
Is it working? Can you hear? Is it working? Can we hear? Okay, great. You take it, you got it.
All right, so let me be brief about this. First, I went to Project Brunch with my aunt for her birthday. Kind of around her birthday. Great place, by the way. Definitely check that out. You know, near Mezzaluna. And then there was my other friend's birthday. We ordered Chinese. And to wrap it all up, I got the new Pac-Man World game to come home to.
All right. Good
That
food
is
and good
definitely good
games.
news.
We love it. Any other good news? I know we got some. Oh, Mazel Tov. That's awesome.
Happy anniversary.
That's right. Any other good news? All right. I'll get Murray and then I'll get to you. One second.
It was Barbara's birthday this week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
That's right. Yom Huledet Sameach Ad Mea Esrim till 1:20.
I was able to spend yesterday a lovely day with my 8-year-old grandson, one-on-one, and we went to the pool, just had fun hanging out, and at the end of the day, I got a big hug and said, I love you, Grandma.
Oh, that is good news. Want to hand this to Jane?
Our granddaughter in Cincinnati is going to be reading Torah on Rosh Hashanah.
All right. At Wise Temple, no less, right? Here we go. Any other good news? Yeah.
Well, I was off the last couple of days, so I got to spend some time with the family, which was great. And then this weekend is my niece's bat mitzvah.
That is great news. Excellent. Mazel Tov. Something else? Yeah, we got more? No? All right. Good news, good news. Going once, twice. We can keep going if we want.
Extra.
Yeah,
Hold the back
exactly.
page. Well, if you're under 13 or feel like it, please help us do the motzi. We will pull the challah cover off, like the dew that settles on the ground, and invite anyone who is a child or a child at heart up to help lead the motzi. There you go. You can too. Come on up. And let us motzi together. Motzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Motzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
All right. Take some of this good stuff. Here we go. Yeah. Perfect. You got it.
And while we nibble, we can also sing, so long as the motzi challah doesn't fall out of your mouth. Oseh shalom bimroma, Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru. Oseh shalom bimroma, Yaseh shalom aleinu,
We'll conclude our service with the Birkat Kohanim, the priestly benediction, our threefold blessing. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Keni Ratzon, may you be blessed, may you be safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha.
Keni Ratzon, may you be luminous, may you be loved.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Keni Ratzon, may you be joyous, may you be healthy, may you be whole. Shabbat shalom. Ve'imru.
Shabbat shalom, good Shabbos.
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom.